Okay, so this is an excellent question. Let's get right into it. It says, how does Medicare know if I have credible coverage? I will be on my wife's school district plan when I turn 65 in January. So this is great. So anybody who doesn't understand what credible coverage is when you or your spouse has insurance through an employer with 20 or more employees. Under 20, it's not considered credible coverage. 20 or more, it is considered credible coverage when you are covered under that plan. Now, when you are turning 65, you have your initial enrollment period, or your IEP. That is 3 months before your birthday, the month of your birthday, and 3 months after. That is when you would usually apply for Part B as in boy for Medicare. When you have credible coverage, you do not have to do that. And I encourage you not to do it when you have credible coverage, because you want to start Part B when you are not paying for other insurance, and then you get all of the guaranteed issues and all of the perks that come with being brand new to Part B. So, how do they know that you have credible coverage? Well, you're just not going to take Part B. And when you are ready to take Part B later on down the road, you're going to go ahead and go to the link in my bio. You're going to scroll down to Medicare. You're going to see request for employer information. It's going to take you to the CMS, or the Center of Medicare and Medicaid Services tab, and then you're going to download the form that you need. You're going to give that either to your employer or your spouse's employer, and they're going to fill it out and say, yes, Mr. Jones or Mrs. Jones had credible coverage from this date and it ends on this date. Let's just say December 31st, 2025. So that means that you will not incur a fine because you have gone maybe a year or two, five. I've had people wait until they're 80 years old because they were on a spouse's employer credible coverage. So you don't have to worry about a fine incurring then. When you do apply for Part B as in boy, you're going to send in that form that you had HR or human resources fill out. You're going to send it in with that, and it's going to let them know, Medicare, that you had credible coverage that whole time, and you will not incur a fine. Now, I'm going to say this. There are times where people have gotten letters saying you haven't had credible coverage this whole time. You have all the paperwork showing that you have. Don't get upset. Don't get all worked up about it, because it happens every once in a while. It's not a foolproof system. But all you have to do is call them, say, I have this documentation, fax it into them, email it to them, send it to them via mail. If you send anything via mail to Medicare, please make copies of it, so that way you have the copies showing that you have mailed something off, and then they will fix it for you right away. So it's pretty simple. If you guys have any questions about Part B and waiting and having credible coverage and anything like that, put it in the comments and I'll answer it for you. Have a great day.